Welcome to Work It Well. I'm your host, Azizi Marshall, the Chief Mental Health Officer for your business. Are you wondering how to break the silence around mental health in your workplace? Join me in exploring evidence-based strategies and the transformative power of empathy training. Let's shift together from a culture of silence to one that actually encourages open discussions. Check out the full video and take the first step in creating a stigma-free workplace. If you're ready to revolutionize your workplace culture now, contact me to discuss tailored training for your employees and leaders. Now, let's jump into it. Breaking the silence, strategies and tactics for crafting a stigma-free workplace culture. In the ever-evolving landscape of the modern workplace, conversations around mental health have often lingered in the shadows, shrouded by stigma and misconceptions. Breaking the silence and creating a stigma-free workplace is not just a goal, it's a necessity for fostering a culture of understanding, empathy, and support. In this video, we examine the existing stigma around mental health in various work environments, present evidence-based strategies for creating an environment where discussing mental health is not only accepted, but encouraged, and introduce empathy training as a powerful tool in reducing stigma. So let's check out how we can overcome the shadows of mental health in the workplace. So despite increased awareness and advocacy, mental health stigma remains a formidable barrier in workplaces worldwide. The roots of this stigma often manifest in various ways, perpetuating a culture of silence and hindering the well-being of your employees. Some reasons can be the fear of discrimination. So employees may fear discrimination or negative repercussions if they disclose mental health challenges. They're concerned about how disclosure may impact career progression, their work relationships, or perceptions of competence that contribute to the perception or the perpetuation of silence. There's also misunderstanding and stereotypes. So there's misconceptions and stereotypes surrounding mental health. It persists in many workplaces. The lack of understanding about mental health conditions can also lead to biases and judgments, and that just continues to reinforce the stigma associated with seeking help or discussing mental health openly. We also want to look at the organizational culture. So in some workplaces, the organizational culture itself may actually contribute to mental health stigma. A lack of emphasis on well-being, limited mental health resources, and a culture that prioritizes productivity over employee welfare can actually create an environment where mental health is not openly addressed, supported, or discussed. So some strategies for cultivating a stigma-free environment. We want to go from acceptance to encouragement and often also celebration. So creating a stigma-free workplace requires intentional efforts at every level of your organization. So employing an evidence-based strategies can actually transform a culture of silence into one that not only accepts, but encourages open discussions about mental health. So one way you can do that is through leadership advocacy and transparency. So leadership plays a pivotal role in setting the tone for workplace cultures. Leaders who openly advocate for mental health, share their own personal experiences, and prioritize well-being create an environment where employees will actually feel supported and encouraged to discuss their mental health challenges. Another way is to implement mental health policies within your organization. So establishing clear and comprehensive mental health policies communicates a commitment to employee well-being. These policies should outline your available resources, confidentiality measures that you put in place, and non-discrimination clauses, therefore providing a framework for a stigma-free workplace. Also, ERGs are a phenomenal thing that organizations are starting. So you want to promote your employee resource groups. So employee resource groups can actually focus on mental health and could provide a platform for employees to share experiences, to offer support, and engage in those really necessary, imperative, open conversations. These groups foster a sense of community and contribute to breaking down the isolation associated with mental health challenges that we all experience. You can also look at educational initiatives on mental health. So you can do that by promoting awareness and understanding through educational initiatives. And that can help to dispel myths and reduce stigma. Training programs that offer mental health basics, that cover mental health first aid, some of those common challenges, and strategies for providing support actually equips your employees with the knowledge to navigate mental health discussions. You also want to destigmatize the language. So encouraging the use of inclusive and destigmatizing language contributes to creating a more open culture within your business. Language matters, and adapting respectful and non-judgmental terms when discussing mental health, so not saying crazy, but someone who is struggling with something, helps to shift those perceptions and attitudes. You can also look at what I love to offer my clients is empathy training for the organization. This is the key to reducing stigma and actually fostering that understanding. So while implementing policies and educational initiatives are crucial, a deeper transformation actually comes through empathy. So empathy training stands as a powerful tool in reducing stigma and fostering a culture where every individual feels seen, heard, and supported in their mental health journey. Also, developing empathy as a skill. This is another training that you can offer your organization and your employees, and especially your leaders. Empathy is a skill that can be cultivated and honed through training. So programs that focus on developing empathy actually helps employees understand the experiences of their colleagues, and that fosters a sense of connection and reducing judgment. You also want to create a culture of support. So empathy training contributes to building a culture where support and understanding are ingrained. When employees are trained to approach mental health discussions with empathy, it creates an environment where individuals feel comfortable seeking help, and we want that for your employees, and sharing their experiences without fear of judgment. And then we have reducing fear and increasing understanding. So fear often underlies stigma. There's so many pieces in the news where people are afraid of people who have been diagnosed with a mental health issue. And many times in the news, it's shown as someone who has gone crazy and shot a bunch of people. However, that can't be further from the truth of people with mental health challenges. They're actually less likely to harm someone. So empathy training addresses this fear by increasing understanding. So when employees can actually empathize with the challenges their colleagues might be facing, it creates a foundation of support and breaks down the barriers of stigma. So in conclusion, we want to transform silence into resonance. So in the quest for a stigma-free workplace, every action, policy, and training initiative plays an integral role in transforming silence into resonance. By examining and addressing existing stigma, implementing evidence-based strategies, and embracing empathy training, organizations can foster a workplace culture where mental health is not just accepted, but encouraged and celebrated. So breaking the silence is not just about words, it's about actions that speak louder than stigma. Remember that. Actions speak louder than stigma. So as we collectively strive for a workplace where every individual's mental health is valued, understood, and supported, we embark on a journey of cultural transformation within your organization, one that resonates with empathy, understanding, and the belief that mental health matters within your business. So if you're tired of navigating the complexities of workplace mental health on your own, if you're ready for a transformative approach to success within your business, let's dive in together and break the silence on mental health, navigate stress, and foster a culture of resilience. So imagine a workplace where well-being drives success. It's not just a vision, it can be your reality. So if you're curious to learn more, contact us at www.artforwell.com, ARTFULWELL, for tailored solutions, turning stress into engagement and productivity. So imagine a reality where well-being is the driving force behind your success. Let's make it happen together. Visit our website or call 847-477-8244. Your journey to a mentally healthy, successful workplace begins now.